Most stars cling to the spotlight, terrified it might fade. But Natalie Portman walked away at the height of her fame, not because she had to, but because she wanted more. More depth, more control, more meaning. She didn't vanish in scandal or burnout. She vanished in purpose. And while Hollywood kept asking, where did she go? Natalie Portman was busy building something far bigger than celebrity. She was crafting a legacy that couldn't be confined to red carpets and box office numbers. By the time she was in her early 20s, Natalie Portman had already done what most actors spend a lifetime chasing. She'd gone from breakout child star in Lyon, the professional, to an Oscar-nominated actress, to a Harvard graduate, to a box office draw in Star Wars. She had it all: critical acclaim, commercial success, and the kind of face that could launch 1,000 magazine covers. But where others would have doubled down on Hollywood, Natalie chose a different route. She didn't just want to act. She wanted to think, to study, to understand the world beyond the screen. Her decision to attend Harvard at the peak of her early fame was more than just a flex. It was a message. She once said, "I'd rather be smart than a movie star." And she meant it. While Hollywood was calling, she was studying neuroscience and women's studies, disappearing from the public eye to immerse herself in something deeper than scripts and spotlights. And when she returned, she came back sharper, more focused, and more unwilling to play by anyone else's rules. Then came Black Swan, a role that broke her body, pushed her limits, and earned her an Academy Award. It was the kind of performance that gets etched into history, raw, obsessive, unforgettable. But again, at her peak, Natalie stepped back. Instead of riding the Oscar wave into non-stop blockbusters, she retreated. She focused on motherhood, on directing, on producing stories she actually believed in. The world kept waiting for her to chase superstardom, and she kept choosing authenticity. And when she did return, it wasn't as just another actor for hire. It was as a filmmaker, a voice. With A Tale of Love and Darkness, her directorial debut, she brought her Israeli roots and multilingual skills into a deeply personal story that had nothing to do with Hollywood glamour and everything to do with meaning. She wasn't just performing anymore. She was creating. And that set her apart. She's always chosen roles that subvert expectations. From the flawed First Lady in Jackie to the troubled scientist in Annihilation, Natalie avoids the safe, glossy roles designed to win box office points. Instead, she seeks out the complicated, the difficult, the real. And that's because Natalie Portman isn't trying to be liked. She's trying to be honest. She's trying to tell stories that matter, even if they don't make her the center of every meme or headline. Off-screen, she became just as formidable. She used her platform to champion women's rights, environmental causes, and racial justice. She co-founded Time's Up. She called out the hypocrisy of Hollywood, including in that now-famous Oscars moment where she introduced the all-male nominees for Best Director with quiet, biting sarcasm. She's not loud, but she is exact. And her silence, when she chooses it, often speaks louder than any red carpet quote ever could. Even her return to the Marvel Universe wasn't just a paycheck, it was a reinvention. When she signed on to play the mighty Thor in Love and Thunder, she wasn't playing the damsel anymore. She was the hero. The transformation was physical, emotional, symbolic. And again, she showed the world that her evolution isn't random, it's intentional. Natalie Portman has never been interested in playing the Hollywood game. She doesn't need to. She's proven she can disappear and still be relevant. She can walk away and still come back on top. Because while others are building fame, she's building impact. A body of work that spans decades, languages, genres, and that refuses to be simplified. She left at her peak not because she was done, but because she was just getting started. And now, as an artist, an activist, a mother, a director, and a thinker, Natalie Portman is reminding us of something Hollywood often forgets, that true power doesn't come from staying visible. It comes from knowing exactly when to disappear and when to return.